back on the project here, and I've been thinking what to do about a dash for this truck. So I got these guys out of an F-150. So I got 4 of those, and the idea is I can put one here, there, and then obviously in that corner, and over here, and then I'll find 2 more maybe, and then plumb it in back here in a console. And I think that way I can like put some tubes on this, like some plastic tubing, and easily plumb them in to the different vents off that heater box. The plan for that is I'm gonna measure the center out on this dashboard and find the center, cut it in half, and then I can work on this half to notch it nicely around for the roll bar. And I think these are gonna fit in here pretty close on this side, and then figure out what to do over there. But for now, I'll get this chopped in half and see how it works out. Okay, so I got this thing chopped in half. Just working here to fit it around the bar on this side. I butchered it. I'm gonna have to get another dash. If I didn't cut this 10 million times, I could have just welded the piece back in, but oh well. But I got the cracked dash pad here, the original one, so I'm gonna set it in, figure out where it's gonna need to get notched, and that'll hold the dash together. As you can see, it's a hack job in here right now, but we'll get that pad notched out, get it in there. Okay, working on the template here. This is like my favorite stuff to get. Go to like your hardware store, and this is like kind of this plasticky panel they usually have there for their old flyers and stuff that they throw out. It's white on the back side, and it's a lot nicer than cardboard to work with. So anyways, got a couple little slots for locators here and got it somewhat close. So I'll put this, trace this out now on the dash, and that should get us fairly close to go around this bar. I had my pet rat chew that out. Now I'll take the cone stone, give it a little touch up in there. Should be mint. There we go, looking good. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Need a little more notch in here on the back side, but that's looking pretty good. It's just gotta go on a little bit of an angle that way down there, and that side over there fit really well. So just a little more work on this corner and should drop right on. Okay, so we cut out the support, kind of made it where we want to go for our opening, and we're going to put the cluster in here. So I'm going to make a couple brackets that weld to the crossbar there to hold the cluster in. So what I did, and then took some of this. So let's see, left hand one goes like so, and the right hand side one fits there. So we've transferred that over to our template. We'll cut these out, drill them, put a notch to go around the bar, and that'll fasten in the cluster. Okay, so I got these cluster brackets made here. Just gonna put the notch in them. Just use rib nuts. I'm gonna put some threaded metric M5 screws in to hold the cluster. These are the rib nuts. They just go in basically kind of like a pop rivet. And this is the tool here. Threads on there, and then squeezes her in and gets you a threaded fitting. So I'll do the notches on here and we'll get the cluster in. We got the gauge cluster fitted in there and tacked up. So I'll be able to use the shift indicator, get that hooked up there. Tack the dash, got the pad back on, everything's bolted in there. So now, gonna take these vents here. I got one here. I got a piece of trim out of F-150. I think what I'll do is I'll cut out this guy. Just cut him out and then figure out if I can make individual pockets out of metal. Then hole saw the hole in the dash and then weld in these. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Okay, sticking with our building something out of nothing here. We got this used piece of exhaust pipe. Fits pretty close. It's a little big. See how she looks. This is a bit of a hack job here, but maybe we can make it a little better. So I got the exhaust pipe. This was kind of a bummer. Had to put some extra tabs to try and lock it in a bit better. But the idea is this one here at the bottom is the spacer to center the between, kind of see it there, between those two. It goes in there to try and center it. But it seems to work. Here, I'll pop it in 1 sec. There we go, popped in. So it's not, you know, it's got a bit of a gap around there. I think it'll still look all right. You can see there the tabs locked in and where it's locked between those ones. So I'll put it in the bead blast cabinet when I'm all done them and clean it up because it's an older pipe. Should work out pretty good. I'm going to build some more of these. I got 4 of those made. I was going to make 2 more for the center console, but who knows if I'm ever going to build a center console. So let's just get these 4 built for now. Okay, figure out we're going to lay them out in the dash. Actually, I'm going to throw them in the bead blaster. Those are some pretty ugly looking things. So we'll bead blast them up, give them a little polish. There we go. Got them all bead blasted. Good enough. A little bit of corrosion now, no big deal. Blast it out. I'll go figure out where these are going to go in the dash. And get passenger side 2 in. And then figure out what we're going to do on the driver's side. So I got the first hole cut here. I just tacked it in. Once I get it all done in the dash, I'll TIG weld it. Don't mind this ugly gap. We're going to be fixing that. Okay, this might be harder to get in than with one hand. Give me 1 sec here. We got her in. As you can see, it's got a gap around here, which I don't know if I like that, but it is what it is. It's not a show truck and it's gonna work just fine. I probably could have cut a slice out of this and tried to shrink it up, but it's usually, if you do that, it's hard to make it even all the way around. So it is what it is. I think it'll still look pretty cool. Okay, that's gonna do it for tonight. Got the passenger side in. I think it looks pretty neat. Still like scratching my head a bit what to do on the driver's side. I might just cut it right off and start fresh, but I think what I might do is just start building the surround around the cluster, try and make it square. And once I got a cluster surround the way I like it, then build off the sides. So for now, at least we got the AC vent started here. I think it looks pretty cool, so that'll do for now.